We're now looking at the problems, pronoun problems, pronoun problems, pronoun problems. Now, number one problem that we are likely to face when we are dealing with pronouns. We are discussing pronoun problems. That is the problems that we face when dealing with pronouns, especially when you're writing your compositions. Let's start with the number one problem that you may face when you're dealing with your pronouns is double objects. The use of double objects, all right? The use of double objects. The use of a double object. Remember, we discussed the meaning of the word subject. We also discussed the meaning of the word object. And we said that a subject is the noun that is doing an action in a given sentence, or the noun that the sentence is mainly about. The noun that is doing an action in a given sentence, whereas we defined the object as the recipient of an action in any given sentence. Therefore, we're talking about using a pronoun or using a double object in a given sentence. That is problem number one. What do I mean by this? We all know that every sentence must have a subject. Did I say double subject or double object? Double? Have you written double subject or double object? Beverly, have you written double subject or double object? Brittany, what have you written?
Double object.
Double object.
All right, let us correct double subject. Sorry, double subject. Double subject. Not object. Double subject. Sorry. Now, let us consider the sentence below. Consider this sentence. In the sentence, Jane, she is my cousin. Jane, she is my cousin. Jane, she is my cousin. Now, in that sentence, Jane, she is my cousin. Now, the subject of the sentence is Jane. The subject of the sentence is Jane. But this same subject has been represented by a subject pronoun, the subject pronoun she. Therefore, in this sentence, we have two objects. One, the first object is Jane, but Jane has also been represented by the subject pronoun she. Therefore, if you write a sentence like this, we say you are using a double object. In this case, the sentence is wrong because you should not use a double object. We all know that every sentence must have a subject. Sometimes we incorrectly use double objects. And an object we have said is a noun and a pronoun to name the same person. So you use a noun or a pronoun to name the same person, place, or thing. Using a double object refers to using a noun and a pronoun to name the same object, place, or thing. Using the noun and a pronoun to name the same person, place, or thing. And that is wrong. For example, her scarf, it is pretty. Her scarf, it is pretty. Her scarf, it is pretty. The correct one should be, her scarf is pretty. We have the noun scarf and we have the pronoun it. So we have said scarf and represented the noun scarf with the pronoun it, therefore causing a double pronoun. That is double subject, sorry. That is wrong. That is problem number one, use of a double object. Very common mistake for some learners. Another example that we are going to, let me give you an example and you correct it. Jane, and she in the sentence. Jane, she is my cousin. Jane and she should not be used as subjects together. Number two, the subject has calf in the sentence too should not be used together with it. Only a noun, use only a noun or a pronoun to name a subject in a given sentence. Use only a noun or a pronoun to name a subject in a given sentence. Use only a noun or a pronoun to name a subject in a given sentence. Problem number two. Is that clear, by the way, girls? Is there a boy here? Yes. Abdul Halim. Abdul Halim is a boy, I suppose. Mumtaz. 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 Mumtaz has refused to speak. Is there a question up to that point? I hope that is clear. Problem number two. Problem number two. Now, the second problem we face is in the use of, so we write pronouns and their antecedents. Pronouns and their antecedents. Pronouns and their antecedents. Pronouns and their antecedents. I know the first question you'll be asking me is, what is an antecedent, isn't it? Now, the antecedent of a pronoun, the antecedent of a pronoun is a noun or another pronoun for which the pronoun stands. The antecedent of a pronoun is a noun or another pronoun for which the pronoun stands. The antecedent of a pronoun is the noun or another pronoun for which the pronoun stands. So what is the challenge that we face here? What is the challenge that we face here?
First, pardon.
Yes?
Pardon.
The antecedent of a pronoun is the noun or another pronoun for which the pronoun stands. The antecedent of a pronoun is the noun or another pronoun for which that pronoun stands. A personal pronoun, you will remember, is used in the place. A personal pronoun is used in the place of a noun. You remember we discussed that? It is used in the place of a noun. And the noun is the word to which the pronouns refer, and it is therefore its antecedent. I repeat, a personal pronoun, we said, I'm just explaining what an antecedent is, so you don't need to write. A personal pronoun, we said, replaces a noun, isn't it? It replaces a noun. For example, if you say, Jane is my sister, full stop. She is very clever. Now, Jane is the noun. In the second sentence, we have replaced Jane with the personal pronoun she. But this she is referring to who? To Jane. Therefore, Jane is the antecedent of the pronoun she, because she is referring to the noun Jane. Do you understand? That is why I'm saying that the antecedent of a pronoun is the noun to which the pronoun refers. I don't know if that is clear up to that point. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, good. So therefore, she, Jane, is the antecedent of the pronoun she, because she, Jane, is the noun to which she refers. Now, the noun usually comes first. The noun usually comes first. The noun usually comes first. This is the problem we have. That is what I'm explaining now. The noun usually comes first, or the antecedent comes first. Either it will come first in the sentence or in the sentence before it. The noun will always come first. Let me explain what I mean using a sentence. Let me explain. We met Muredi. We met Muredi. He is doctor. We met Muredi. He is the doctor. Now, if you say we met Muredi, he is the doctor. Veran, you need to cooperate, eh? Veran.
Yes.
When I say mute, you mute, eh? So we met Muredi. He is the doctor. We are talking about the pronoun and its antecedent. So we are saying that the antecedent of the pronoun comes before the pronoun, so that we avoid ambiguous pronoun representations. So that we are going to say, in this sentence, we met Muredi. He is the doctor. He refers to Muredi. Muredi is the antecedent of the pronoun he. So if you say we met Muredi, then in the second part you say he is the doctor. I will not ask who is this he, because already the pronoun has been, the noun has been mentioned, isn't it? But if you just said he is the doctor, then I will ask who is the doctor. So the antecedent of the pronoun always comes before the pronoun. It always stands before the pronoun. Now remember that pronouns may be antecedents of other pronouns. Pronouns may be antecedents of other pronouns. Pronouns may be antecedents of other pronouns. But what is the point I want you to drive home? What I'm driving home is this. A pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. That is what we are writing now. A pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. A pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. A pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. When I say number here, I mean either singular or plural. So if the antecedent is singular, the pronoun representing it must also be singular. On the other hand, if the antecedent is plural, its subsequent pronoun must also be plural. So the pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. The pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. For example, the scientists tested dash new discovery. The scientists tested dash new discovery. The scientists tested dash new discovery. We have the antecedent scientists. And the blank space requires us to give a pronoun representing the antecedent scientists. But scientists is plural. Therefore, we are going to need a plural antecedent. The noun scientist is the third person. So therefore, we are going to give a third person plural pronoun. Therefore, we will say, the scientists tested their new discovery. The scientists tested their new discovery. So we mean that a pronoun must agree. The pronoun must agree. The pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. The pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. The pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. With its antecedent in number. Now, Lansin. Lansin. Lansin.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to hear us?
Yes.
Good. Read your chat. Number 2, example. Give me this other example. Mr. Kiyama turned on the TV. Example 2. Mr. Kiyama turned on dash TV. So you'll say, Mr. Kiyama turned on his TV. Mr. Kiyama is singular. His, therefore, is going to be singular to represent Mr. Kiyama. Now, nobody left dash workstation. Nobody left dash workstation. Then you will say, nobody left her workstation if it is feminine, or nobody left his workstation. Nobody left her workstation, or nobody left his workstation. So the point we are driving home here is the pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. Halima, do you understand? Halima? Halima? Yes, do you understand, Halima?
Yes.
Good. That is okay, Halima. Tell those people to keep quiet. Tell them to stop troubling you. Otherwise, I'm going to box them. Good. Problem number 3. Let us go to number 3. Brittany, your hand is raised. How may I help you, Brittany? Brittany, your hand was raised. How may I help you?
It was by mistake.
Oh, it was by mistake. That's okay, Brittany.
Yes.
That's okay, Brittany. If it was by mistake, sorry. Number 3. The use of we and us with pronouns. The use of we and us with pronouns. Now, phrases such as we students, us girls, etc. We write phrases such as we students, us girls, etc. are often used wrongly or are often used incorrectly to tell, are often used incorrectly. Us students, us students,
Pardon?
us students. Phrases such as we students or us students are often used incorrectly. And so to tell which pronoun to use, drop the pronoun and say the sentence without it. Drop the pronoun and say the sentence without it. Drop the pronoun and say the sentence without it. For example, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but let me give you an example so that we are on the same page, yeah? So that we are on the same page. Lansin. If I gave you a question like this, dash boys, study hard. Dash boys study hard. Dash boys study hard. Then you are faced with a choice. I give you we, comma, us. Which is the correct one? Are you going to say us boys study hard or we boys study hard?
We.
So that is why I was saying that to choose the correct pronoun to use, drop the noun, and read the sentence without it. So you say, you'll ask yourself whether you're going to say we study hard or us study hard. Which is the right one?
We.
So therefore you will say we boys study hard. So we have said that to decide or to tell which pronoun to use, drop the noun and say the sentence without it. Drop the noun and say the sentence without it. Now, try this one. The DC praised dash students. The DC praised dash students. The DC praised dash students. Do you say the DC praised us or we students? Is this the correct one?
The DC praised
Us.
Good. So you say the DC praised us students. Correct. The DC placed as students. The DC placed as students.
Students.
Good. Problem number 4. Problem number 4. Problem number 4. Problem number 4. Unless there is a question.
Blue.
If there is a question, then you can ask. If there is no question, then I will move to problem number 4. Now, using the pronoun them. Number 4, using the pronoun them. 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 The word them is always a pronoun. The word them is always a pronoun. It is always used as the object of a verb or a preposition and never as a subject. It is always used as the object of a verb or a preposition. The word them is always a pronoun. It is always used as the object of a verb or a preposition. It is always used as the object of a verb or a preposition. But never as a subject. But never as a subject. Never as a subject. But never as a subject. But never as a subject. I repeat, the word them is always a preposition. It is always used as the object or a verb or a preposition, but never as a subject. But never as a subject. Example. Example. The president greeted them. President greeted them.
Excuse me, sir.
Is that person okay? Is that person okay?
No.
Or you have some problems? Who is that? Adasa.
No, it is not me.
Adasa, are you facing some problems? Psychological?
Oh, it is not me. It is this Lazin.
Why are you screaming?
It's not me.
It's not you. Who is it?
It's Lazin.
Lansing.
Yes, that's one.
Lansing, are you the one that is screaming?
Yes.
Why are you screaming? Have you been attacked by raiders? Lansing,
Yes.
why are you screaming?
It's not me.
It's not Lansane. I also thought it's not you. That voice is either Britney's or Hadassah's.
No, teacher, even teachers brought her screen here saying it is her, it is not me.
Britney,
Seven, I've not talked even. I've
Okay.
even not talked.
It's okay, Britney. Okay. So I hope that is clear, that the word them is always used as an object. Now the next thing we look at is the use of those. Number 5, the use of those. Number 5, and that is the last one. Number 5, the use of those. Those. Now those is sometimes used as an adjective. Those is sometimes used as an adjective. Those is sometimes used as an adjective. Remember, when we talk about demonstrative pronouns, we have this, that, we have these, and those. Those are demonstrative pronouns, isn't it? But now we are saying that although those is used as a demonstrative pronoun, it is sometimes used as an adjective. So if a noun appears immediately after those, then it is an adjective and not a pronoun. Then it is an adjective, not a pronoun. If a noun appears immediately after those, then it is an adjective and not a pronoun. Then it is an adjective and not a pronoun. Then it is an adjective and not a pronoun. For example, those desks are attractive. Those desks are attractive. Those desks are attractive. That is a pronoun, an adjective. But if you say, those are the new desks that were bought, that is now demonstrative, isn't it? Those are the new desks that were bought. That is now demonstrative. You are identifying the desks. You are identifying the desks. You are identifying the desks. Any question up to that point? Any question up to that point? Good. If there is no question, then that should bring us to the end of pronouns. That should bring us to the end of pronouns. That should bring us to the end of pronouns. I am going to send you questions on pronouns. Just now.
Through which group? Which group?
I'm going to send to St. Peter's.
What about achievers something?
And achievers. Who is talking? If you are talking, put up your hand.
Me.
Yes, to achievers. You'll find it on achievers. You'll find it on St. Peter's. You'll find it on Sacred Heart. How many are in achievers here? Achievers? 1. The other person on achievers. Brittany, should I add you to achievers? Brittany, should I add you to achievers?
How will I get them if you add me there?
If I add you to the account, of course, you will receive a communication. Anyway, so you'll get them on either of the portals. Any question? That should mark the end of English. Let me work on the notes and send them right away. If you don't get them by the time we are meeting next, ask me. Sawa sawa?
Yes.
If I don't have your contacts, please send me your contacts now. I have 2 minutes.
Okay.
Nani sina contact yake hapa? Sina contact ya Lansine. Lansine, your contact? Andika hapo kwa chat. Andika hapo kwa private chat your contacts. Same to nani mwingine hapatangi notes? Who else does not get notes? Mushiri.
Me.
Mushiri, andika hapo so that I get your contact. Now, very fast, within this minute. Very fast. All right. Michelle, you don't get notes. Who else does not get notes? Blessing Wanjiko. That is 07 to...
No.
7 to... Now I am confused.
Cha,
Yes?
have you gotten mine?
I've not gotten yours. I'm seeing Michelle Mushiri, Lansine, Brittany.
Yes.
I've also seen, yes, I've seen yours, Michelle. Eh? Now today is somebody's birthday. We meet for the afternoon session. We are going to sing the birthday baby a song. The next lesson begins at, do we take a lunch break now and meet at 2 or we meet at 1:30? 1:30.